Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Witch of the Woods Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the love and support on my last video. You guys really seem to love the what's next in love reading, and I promise more love readings ahead in the future. Today, however, we are doing your monthly predictions. So we're looking into the energy of the month ahead for August 2026. Of course, this is a timeless reading as well. So whenever you stumble upon this, the next month for you, the upcoming month for you. But specifically right now, we are diving into the energies of August, what to look forward to. And before you pick your pile, I really encourage everyone to grab a notebook and a pen, pencil, piece of paper, a post-it note, or just the notes app on your phone. I have a feeling we're going to get some details today that you're going to want to write down. Okay. And yeah, so now I'm going to have you pick your pile. No crystals to choose from today, just the deck that is calling to you the most. I'm going to pick out a random card as well, so that can help you choose. So for pile number 1, we have the Light Seers Tarot. And your card is my deck upside down? It absolutely is the Nine of Cups. Okay, so that is pile number 1. For pile number 2, you have the Cottage, what is it? Cottage Magic Tarot. The Cottage Magic Tarot. These are the backs. Okay, and your card to help you choose is the Ace of Candles, which would be the Ace of Wands. And for pile number 3, we are using the Bee Tarot today. This is what the back looks like, and your card is the Devil. Let your intuition guide you. Take your time in choosing which pile feels right for you. Piles 1, 2, and 3. And when you are ready, there will be a timestamp down in the description box that will take you directly to your reading, and I will see you there. Welcome, pile number 1. You chose the Light Seers Tarot with your card Nine of Cups here. So we are going to get started on your month ahead predictions. We're going to start with this deck, actually. This is the Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot. Now, I have a lot of tarot decks as a professional tarot reader and just a lover of tarot. And sometimes I have so many that sometimes I forget about ones that I have. And recently Spirit called my attention to this deck, and specifically the guidebook is so good. So I hope you got your notebook and pen ready, or the notes app on your phone. We're going to have Spirit show us your overall energy for the month ahead, picking one of these cards. And it's going to give us some energies to work with, okay, from the guidebook. I love this guidebook so much. Okay, let's get pile number 1's overall energy, please, Spirit. Thank you so much for presiding over this reading. What is our overall energy for the month ahead for pile number 1? We've got Justice. Isn't that an interesting Justice card? What does that make you think of? It makes me think of biblically accurate angels. All right, let's look up Justice. It says, Justice is the card of truth. If that which has driven you lately doesn't feel restorative or authentic, Prepare for accountability. If you're waiting for justice to be served, this is a sign that your challenges are concluding. It's also a reminder that in any battle, both parties' problems are valid and both must take accountability. Do you trust your decisions? Are you willing to accept the consequences? Can you own your part and release it? Dig deep to find security in your choices. These are some good journaling prompts, guys. Take note of this. Now, to work with the energy of the Justice card, we have a crystal recommendation, and it is jasper. Emotion regulation, nurturing, and wholeness. So if you can get your hands on some jasper this month, that would be a good stone for you to work with. We also have a song here, We Shall Overcome by Louis Armstrong. Make yourself a little playlist for the month. Let that be the first song, okay, to channel this energy. And then for scents, we have inky documents and incense. Inky documents and incense. So see if that is a smell that you can bring into your month. And then for numerology, of course, the Justice card is number 11. So look for the number 11 throughout your month. Okay, that is the overall energy. Justice and truth coming to light, justice being done, and accountability. What really stuck out to me for this pile is when it said, if that which has driven you lately doesn't feel restorative or authentic, prepare for accountability. So this might be a time, this might be a month where you're realizing, coming to terms with things that are no longer fulfilling, no longer feel truly authentic. This is about you seeking your truth of who you are, of your authenticity, what that looks like, what that feels like, okay? That's going to be very important for you this month. All right, we're going to pull a card for your spiritual and personal growth journey in the month ahead. Pile number 1, please, Spirit. Pile number 1. There we go. You've got rose petals with the keyword transience. Very pretty. Let's see what it says. Roses fade, their beauty brief beneath the sun's embrace. You embody the soul of the rose, unfolding into life's divine dance. You are a breath between blooms, a fragrant pause in the great unfolding. Transience is your gentle teacher whispering, let go with grace. This is so resonant. Life is woven from passing wonders, twilight's blush, a shared laugh, and the scent of a rose. These ephemeral gifts hold depth beyond time. Witness the divine in the moment rather than grasp what slips away. You are the sacred echo of the present, continuously blooming with grace and renewing with soul purpose. Let each falling petal teach you to live with reverence. Your soul thrives when untethered, fluid in change, soft yet rooted. Don't cling. Instead, scatter your essence like fragrance in the wind, trusting that love lingers long after form fades. I love that. Trusting that love lingers long after form fades. And then there's an affirmation here. My days are petals, and I treasure each one. Okay? Could be a very good affirmation for you this month. Let's look into your money, career, finance, business in the month of August. Career, money, finance, and business. For pile number 1, Spirit, thank you. Career, money, finance. We've got the Captain. taking command and teamwork. Very nice. All right, and then one more oracle for your love and relationships in the month ahead. Love and relationships, pile number 1. Love and relationships. Ooh, okay. 2 of them flew on the floor. Okay, they both landed face down. Nothing seems to want to come out for your love and relationships this month, pile number 1. But I'm going to give these another shuffle. And we're going to try again, okay? Pile number 1. Love and relationships for the month ahead, please, Spirit. All right, we've got 1, and it is inner peace. Okay. Very interesting. Let's get you a couple tea leaves before we get into your tarot. Can I get some information for the month ahead for pile number 1? Thank you so much. Anything else? Well, I think 2 is good. 2 is good. On the bottom of the deck, you have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Nice. All right, let's look at these 2. You've got torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And then you've got horseshoe with good luck. This is really nice. Okay, so your overall energy for the month of August is very positive. There's a lot about accountability, taking the lead, and letting go. So those are big themes for you this month, pile number 1. Whether you are seeking justice or are seeking truth and authenticity within yourself, this is going to be a big month for that. I'm also getting a message, before we even get into the tarot, I'm getting a message. This could be particularly resonant if you have a business, okay, if you're self-employed, but just anyone at all, when it comes to your work, your career, being a leader. Okay, I'm getting this message of like you needing to delegate, right? I think that if you are a leader in your field, if you are in management, if you own your own business, even if it's just a one-man, one-woman show, like maybe you, again, own your own small business and you're doing everything on your own, you still need to let others in and you still need to delegate. Okay, so there's going to be some things, maybe there's some automations that you can set up if you have a business, that will help you out, that will delegate certain tasks to free up time for other things. If you are in management in a particular job, then you need to start delegating more, okay? You're taking on too much work, so start delegating tasks. If you don't have people you feel like you can trust to carry out these tasks, then that's something you need to think about, right? Maybe you need to start developing and training your employees better, or maybe you need to let go of some employees, okay? So these are things you need to start thinking about, because if you're taking all of this on and not delegating, you need to find out what the reason is why you're not delegating. Is it because you need to be in control of everything? And if that's the case, take accountability for that and learn how to let go of that, okay? So when it comes to your career, your business, That was coming through very strongly, so I had to stop and get that out. Okay, let's dive back into your tarot for the details for pile number 1, month ahead. Thank you so much, Spirit. What does pile number 1 need to know about the month ahead? Ooh, the Sun. Nice. The High Priestess, the Star. Jesus, all major arcana. Let's get one more for pile number 1, please. Can I get one more for the month ahead for pile number 1? Thank you so much. And the King of Cups. 3 major arcana and a court card. So pile number 1, this feels like a big month for you. Again, with like awareness and accountability. You have the word awareness in here, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. This feels like, to tell you the truth, you are on the cusp of an awakening, a spiritual awakening, a personal awakening. This is you having a very pivotal moment of awareness, of epiphany in your life this month, okay? It's like this is the month where everything changes. It's like there's a before and there's an after this month. So big energy for you, pile number 1 this month. I find it interesting that my candle flames are like getting very dim as well. But with your overall energy, let's start here with the Justice card. We talked about this, but I want to feel into this energy a little more, because even with this, when I said, what does this look like to you? And it's just like this angel, this spirit, this being, this dimensional being. There's very much this energy, again, of being visited. That's what Spirit just made me say, and not necessarily what I was going to say. I was going to say like this epiphany, but visitation from divine beings. This is a month where you are waking up, where you are becoming aware. There is a collective consciousness, a collective awareness that is happening at this time. With, we can see from the current astrology and the current energy in our field and on our earth right now. But with you, you're definitely coming to a place of awareness. This is like spiritual awakening. This can go a couple of different ways, and probably all of the ways, if I'm being honest. So this is like boom, spiritual awakening, conscious awareness, and then dark night of the soul. There's going to come a point this month where you're going to kind of wake up and realize maybe what I've been doing is not what I'm meant to be doing. You're going to realize maybe what I've been seeking, what I've been reaching for is not what I really want. You're going to wake up to your life and where you are in your life right now, and you're going to look around and you're going to start, it's like you're auditing, okay? You're going to start looking around and saying, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. Why was I holding on to this thing for so long? I don't need that anymore. What I actually need to be doing is heading here. Like, this is going to be a very analytical month, but also just a very like, wow, like I'm awake now. I'm aware now. I am tapped in now. So if you have not had that big spiritual awakening, pile number 1, August is the month it's going to happen. And I'm sending you loving energy, because it's not going to be easy, right? It's going to be the start of you creating the life that you desire, heading towards the right thing. But this is the month where you gain clarity. And it's interesting because I feel like the past 2 months for me personally, June and July, I quit my job at the end of May, and June and July have been just like me getting clarity on exactly what I want to do and what directions I want to go in. And now I feel like I've completed that clarity. And now I know I have a direction to move forward in. And I feel like this is what's happening for you. The month of August is going to be your moment of clarity. It's going to be your epiphany. It's going to be your awakening. And you're going to see all of the ways that all of the things that you were pursuing that you no longer need to. You're going to see all of the directions you've been heading in that are not the right directions. You're going to course correct. This is the month of course correction and gaining insight and clarity. It's like the sun has come out. You've been living in darkness for so long, and all of a sudden, here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and it's like instant clarity. Now I see. Suddenly I see. Why am I getting all these songs? Here comes the sun, and then suddenly I see. This is where I wanna be. I don't even know the words to that song, but that song's coming in. And then with the High Priestess here, you also have, again, this like gaining of insight. It's spiritual awakening, gaining of insight, the star, hope for the future, direction, purpose, right? Wishes coming true, the King of Cups, being in tune and tapped in with your emotional world, your emotional body, your intuition. This is a huge freaking month for you, pile number one. Wow. And it's interesting, moving into your spiritual and personal growth this month, you got rose petals, the transient card. And this is talking about enjoying the moments, but not clinging too tightly to them, letting them go, releasing them with gratitude, with joy, right? Your soul thrives when untethered, fluid, in change, soft, yet rooted. So you're coming into the awareness and into the knowing this month that you don't have to hold on so tightly, pile number one. You're letting go and letting God in a way, right? You are surrendering to the divine in the moment, letting go of what you've been clinging on to that you no longer need to cling on to. Okay, that is what's going on here. Big, big energy. Okay, we talked a little bit about this and about delegating. I feel like my pile number ones, you are overworking yourself in some endeavor. So this could be at work, if you work whatever job you work at, if it's a corporate job, if it's retail, like whatever it is, there's a sense of being overworked here. Even if you are not in a position of leadership at your job, it does feel like you're taking on responsibilities that aren't yours, right? I feel you taking on responsibilities. I'm feeling you like you're the responsible one when it comes to your job, okay? You're the one that they can call when they need someone to come in. You're the person who gets things done, but you're taking on too much. And please be aware, if you're taking on all this work and not being properly compensated for it, stop doing it immediately. Stop doing it immediately, okay? I can guarantee you with the way times are right now that you are not getting paid what you're worth. So don't take on everyone else's work. Stop doing that shit. For real, pile number one. Focus on the team, right? It says teamwork down here. Taking command, but also teamwork. These cards, I love these because they show the duality of one certain energy. And you're taking on this leadership and these responsibilities when you need to start delegating these tasks. It's like if you're a stay-at-home mom and like it's summertime, your kids are probably out of school and it's absolute chaos. If your whole household is anything like mine, then start delegating to your children, right? Start delegating to your spouse. Like, it's time to stop working yourself to the bone. And you're going to need that extra time this month to deal with this awakening, this awareness that is coming into your field. This is a big month for you spiritually, personally. Your inner world, okay? There's big focus there on your inner world. So any tasks that you're taking on that aren't yours to take on, or any tasks that can be delegated to someone else, do that this month, okay? Into love and relationships, we have this card that says inner peace. And on this banner here, it says you are enough. Can you see that? You are enough. It's number 17, which reduces to 8 in numerology, and 8 is the number of abundance. It's time for you to, this is really about protecting your peace, protecting your inner peace. So again, setting boundaries, delegating tasks, right? Setting boundaries, really knowing your worth. What I love is that she's holding a journal here, and the journal says, I am enough. Journaling is going to be a very helpful practice for you. If that's something that you're interested in, don't force yourself, to do it. If you're not ready to do it at this time, but journaling is actually a really beneficial practice to get out what's inside. But this is really about you cultivating inner peace. This may look like taking a step back from relationships this month, as not isolating yourself, don't do that, but take a step back from certain relationships, right? Any kind of codependent behavior that you may have with a partner, any kind of work that you're putting into a relationship or a partner. It's really, this month the focus needs to be on you and creating that inner peace within yourself. And that could, again, mean taking a step back from certain relationships so that you can focus on your inner world. Because this month really is about the structure, the stability of who you are, who you're becoming. It is really about focusing on that. Okay, let's see if we can get some more detail for the month ahead for pile number 1. A very serious energy here. Okay, more details for the month ahead for pile number 1, please. There's the 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's really about, letting go of things. You're holding on tightly to burdens that are not yours or should not be yours anymore. Okay? And so another big focus for this month, again, is releasing that energy. Okay? What else? Ooh. The world. Fell on the floor. Okay. We've got the World card, completion of a cycle. It's time to end it. It's time to end it. This is how you're going to create inner peace this month, is by letting go of the burdens of the toxic cycle of overworking yourself, of demanding too much from yourself. It's time to set down these weights that you've been carrying. That truly is your main goal. of the month, pile number one. It's setting down these burdens, these responsibilities that don't need to be completely on you, okay? Yeah, you're going through or about to go through a major rebirth, a major transition, transformation, death and rebirth here. Very interesting. Protect your peace. Protect your peace in your relationships. Protect your peace in your family, at your place of work, your business, whatever it is. You're going to be seeking out that peace this month. I want to get some more tea leaves because we definitely have the main themes and energy of your month. I want to see if we get down to some specifics, right? What else do we have for pile number one for the month? Money. Money will be coming to you. Coins. Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Yes, we have talked about that. We have the month of May. So maybe there is a connection here to the month of May. I'm going to feel into that energy a bit. And then we have celebration, fun, and enjoyment, which is funny because before I shuffled these last cards, the Three of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. So again, it's not about completely isolating you, right? Isolating yourself for this inner peace. It's about discernment and knowing what and who needs to be dropped from your life in order to protect this peace. Because I still see you having good times, right? Going out with friends, maybe celebrations, fun, enjoyment. It's the last month officially, right? The last official month of summer, even though I live in Florida, so summer lasts until about November, but it is the last official month of summer. And yeah, I see like this is happening for you. This feels very deep, right? And it is very deep. It's very deep. It's very serious. This spiritual awakening, this awareness, but that's not going to stop you from having fun. It's not going to stop you from having a good time, right? It's not like your entire month is going to be bogged down with this spiritual and personal growth. You are going to have fun. And we've got money. Money will be coming to you. I think once you start freeing up your energy, because when you hold on so tightly, because I see that's what you've been doing, holding on tightly, creating desperation or like urgency out of desperation, it creates this resistance, right? And what you really need, again, is to cultivate that inner peace, to cultivate that flow. Start dropping things from your life, not adding more things in. Because I feel kind of like this frantic energy of just like, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. Like, you know, bills are due. This is that. I got to side hustle. I got to hustle. I got to do this. I got to do that. And it's like, okay, but let's work smarter and not harder. Okay, let's see where we can automate things, where we can free up our time, where we can delegate tasks to others. This is especially poignant if you are in a relationship where you are feeling this urgency and your spouse is not. Okay, this is for someone specific watching this. There is someone here where you are feeling this energy, this frantic, desperate energy, like we've got to do this, we've got to do this, and your spouse is not feeling that, and that may cause resentment. But it's the way you're reacting to it or the way you're handling it is just like taking everything on. You're just taking on all the tasks. You're like, well, I guess I'll just do the laundry and I'll cook and I'll clean and I'll go to work and I'll do this. And no, No, start delegating those tasks. If your spouse is not seeing how much you're doing and still not helping or picking up any of the slack, then you need to talk to them about it. Don't just do it. Don't just do it and take it on. That's not protecting your peace. That's not cultivating inner peace, okay? That is creating more harm to you physically, mentally, emotionally, and more resentment towards your partner. So speak to them. Delegate if you need to. Okay. What else do we have here? But I see, like, there's going to be a moment this month, especially for that person I'm talking to, where you're going to be like, no more. No more. That is it. I am seriously done with doing everything, with carrying it all. It's time to drop that weight, okay? Yeah. All right. What else do we have for the month ahead for pile number 1? Thank you so much, Spirit. The 2 of Cups. Connection is definitely going to be a focus this month for some of you. It is really dealing with this friction between you and a partner. For some of you, however, it is new connections and honestly, what I'm really seeing, if I'm honest, is really this reflection point when it comes to connection and what you want and are attracting. If you're currently in a relationship, I truly feel this sense of reevaluation. Again, that auditing energy, you're auditing your relationship, and kind of whether you're being met halfway or not. And for some of you, you're going to find that the answer is no, I'm not being met halfway. I'm doing too much on my own. And if I'm going to do too much on my own, I might as well do everything on my own. And then for some of you, you're evaluating your connections and your relationships and finding deficiencies, but then being able to work it out and come to compromise and balance justice, right, with your partner. So it can go either way, but the truth, again, as we learned at the beginning of your reading, is going to be revealed. Can we work through this? Can we compromise? Can we balance out the responsibilities so that one person is not doing all of the work? If we can, and if your partner says, wow, I didn't realize how much I was neglecting, I didn't realize how much was on you, let me fix it. If your partner is willing to work with you in that way, great, great. You guys are going to last and stand the test of time. But if not, you know what to do. You know what to do. If not, okay? Pile number 1, that is what I have for you for your month ahead. I hope this resonated for you. It's going to be a big month and probably a very emotional one, but you're just on this cusp, this verge of this spiritual awakening and enlightenment and awareness. You're waking up, pile number 1. You're waking up this month, and it's definitely going to be beneficial for you in the long run. It might be difficult at the time, but keep in mind, while all of this is going on internally, I think outwardly you are having a good time. You have money coming in. This is reminding you that things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Caterpillar, The candle just went out. Caterpillar, you are transforming. Again, right now you're the caterpillar. August is the cocoon. August is the cocoon that you're going to build around yourself. And what happens to a caterpillar when it goes into that state? It turns into goo. It turned into goo. So there will be difficulty, there will be ups and downs, but ultimately you're going to come out on the other side of this month as a fucking butterfly. So pile number 1, that is your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings. If you would like a personal reading with me, I do offer those, and the link is down in the description. But I will see you in your next reading very soon. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 2. You chose the Cottage Magic Tarot. And your card was the Ace of Candles, but that is not your significator card. We're going to look into the energies of the month ahead for you. I encourage you to grab a pen and a piece of paper, as we're going to start with your overall energy for the month ahead. Your overall energy. I'm starting with this deck because this is going to be your significator card, but also I love the guidebook for this deck. So we're going to read the guidance in the book and get you some energies to work with. So, Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading, Spirit team. What is pile number 2's overall energy for the month ahead? We've got the Death card. Funny, that's the card that popped out for pile number 3. But we have Death. So let's look at the guidebook. And Death, just so you know, in tarot, the Death card is not about actual death, right? It's about transformation. Because even when we think about death in the literal sense, it is simply transforming from one stage to the other, right? Energy cannot be destroyed. So our consciousness, who we are, transforms from the physical to the spiritual. So transformation, this seems to be a collective energy this month, because pile number 1 also had a very strong message of transformation and awakening. So let's see what this month is bringing for you. Something deep inside you has begun to shift. You are clearer about who you are, and it's time to say goodbye to something that wants to find you. Knowing that you are becoming something someone else can feel like a loss. But in releasing this thing that has found its end, you are creating an opening for new life. Death is essential to growth. The ends of past lives create a rich bed of earth to nurture roots for new life. The Death card may greet you in a moment of darkness, but remember you have the power to create an illuminated path forward, an abundant future. That is beautiful. And honestly, in the collective field, for all of us, this is a time of great transformation, of great change. I'm talking globally. We are on the cusp of something quite foundationally shifting. Our foundations, the way we view things, truths coming to light on a global scale. So for you, on a personal scale, this is also happening. So to channel this energy and to work with this energy of death and rebirth, the stone that it recommends for you to work with, the crystal, is argonite. truth, reality, and clarification. So if you have the ability or the opportunity to find yourself some argonite, that would be a great stone to meditate with, to work with, to keep close to you in your purse, in your wallet, in your pocket, under your pillow as you sleep, to help with this energy of leaving behind something or things, personality traits that no longer define you, that once defined you but are no longer. It's time to say goodbye to certain aspects. Your song for the month is Ascension by Moses Sumney. Give you a close-up look of that. Ascension, Moses Sumney. Okay, so look into that song, listen to that song, see how it affects you to channel this energy going forward, okay, in your month. And then for your scent of the month, you have white lilies, okay? See if you can find a perfume, a cologne, or a candle, incense even, with the smell of white lilies, okay? Let's get in. So that is your overall energy for the month ahead. Let me tell you, as a collective, because I'm feeling this too, and I'm not an astrologer, but I know that the astrology supports me here. We are dealing with massive change and rebirth this month, okay? So let's get into your oracle before we get into your tarot. We're going to get a card for love and relationships in the month of August. Oop. Love and relationships in the month of August for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Okay. Oh, look at that. You've got simply the love card. Exuding love, doing things out of love, radiating love, vibrating at the frequency of love, bringing love into your decisions, into your choices, into every aspect of your month ahead. Very beautiful. I'm gonna put that there. Let's get a card for your job, career, finances, money in the month ahead. Job, career, money in the month ahead for pile number 2, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay, we've got the Sentinel, determination and certainty. Being decisive this month when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your job. Again, your overall energy talking about death, letting things go. Maybe it's time to look for other jobs. Maybe it's time to look for other avenues of income, other sources of income, with determination and certainty, okay? And then let's get an oracle card for your spiritual and personal growth in the month of August. Thank you so much, Spirit. Spiritual and personal growth in the month ahead for pile number 2. Okay. We had 2 fall out. Do I take both of them, Spirit? Yes. Okay. Discernment and alignment. Interesting. Okay. We've got bells for your first card, which is alignment. And then we've got wizard with discernment. And the wizard makes me think of the magician in tarot, which is all about creation energy, being the creator, being the one that manifests desires into reality, knowing that you already have everything that you need. All right, and then we're gonna get you some tea leaves. Love my tea leaf deck for some, ooh, I already got one. For some details of your month ahead. For pile number 2. Okay, I think that's enough. So the first card that popped out was Wall with misunderstanding. And what Spirit is saying is that this month is a time to clear up. So this is a month of clarity for you. It's time to clear up certain misunderstandings that you may have had within yourself, not necessarily with other people. All right, we've got dog protection from a powerful friend. We've got vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Is that focusing? Okay. We've got Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. And that really ties in to your overall energy because the Death card is really about breaking down the tower, the false sense of security and stability, to rebuild a more solid foundation. We've got Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay. And then your last tea leaf card is Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. That is beautiful. A very interesting mirror here with the mountain and the wall. Okay. Yes, because you're clearing this misunderstanding, you getting clear about who you are or something that you've wanted, you've desired, is leading to the right path, right? So now you are on the road to success because you've cleared that misunderstanding. Okay, let's get into your tarot. To get some more details of your month ahead. Pile number 2. Are we ready? No? They want one more shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. For pile number 2, month ahead. Ahead. So the first card out is the 8 of Swords, followed by the 2 of Swords. We've got the Hierophant. Okay, gonna do this. So we can fit one more card in. Spirit, thank you so much. Can I get one more card for pile number 2? Pile number 2, Spirit, thank you so much. Month ahead. Ooh, 6 of Cups. All right, let's dive into this energy. Put on a sweater because I was cold in the AC and realized it's covered in cat hair. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we talked about your overall energy. For love and relationships, you've got the Love card, which is very much just being in the energy and the vibration of love. If you are currently looking for a partner, that means showing love to yourself, right? If you are in a relationship that's both, right? Showing love to yourself and to your partner. But it's really about love. I'm laughing because I was about to say something and it's so cheesy, but it's so true. Like, love is the answer to every question. And I think that maybe something that you're practicing this month is just the innate understanding that love is the answer to everything. For your personal and spiritual growth, you got 2 cards, discernment and alignment. And I feel like both of these cards sum up your overall theme of the month, which is really about the discernment of what's working and what's not working in your life, the letting go of what's not and the pursuing of what is. And then as soon as you use your discernment, you will become in alignment. So let's read discernment first, wizard. It says, charm is a gift. Share it consciously. Merlin calls forth your magnetic essence as an anchor of light and loving influence. True charisma arises not from performance, but authenticity. It's the magical thread of your presence, subtly enhancing all you touch. Your energy shapes outcomes. Channel it with intention. Magic flourishes when integrity leads. Mindfulness empowers wise action. Pause and attune to what truly resonates. Let discernment be your magical wand, guiding choices that honor your soul's truth. Speak with purpose, act with alignment. Really? Act with alignment. Choose to inspire rather than impress, uplift rather than appease. Choose love, right? Not every spark deserves your flame. Save your magic for connections that truly light you up. Charm anchored in integrity draws the right souls in. Merlin reminds you, enchantment flows from clarity and care. Your presence is an enchanted spell casted with love. I mean, the synchronicities are synchronizing, okay? I shine, there's an affirmation here as well. It says, I shine wisely, one conscious choice at a time. So that might be something, an affirmation to write down, again, because you have your pen and paper. And really continuously affirm that to yourself this month. And then we're going to look into alignment. Do you see how the cards work so well together? All right, rings true, it says. Integrity is your anchor and compass. Bells awakens the song of sincerity within your soul, calling you to live each moment in alignment with your values. Truth isn't just something you speak, it's something you embody. Bells reminds you that when your outer life reflects your inner knowing, peace and power align. Your decisions become clearer, your connections deepen, and your presence builds trust. Like bluebells chiming through the enchanted gardens, truth speaks quietly but unmistakably. You are invited to reflect on what truly matters, honor the whispers of your heart, untangle stories that no longer fit, and root into your most authentic self. Living with integrity doesn't mean perfection, it means presence, honesty, and courageous alignment. When you stand in truth, you become a bell tower. Your path clears, your energy sings, your soul echoes, and you embody truth with every chime. And then the affirmation for this one is, I live truthfully. And really, that's what it's all about. I was talking earlier about this global shift, and it's really about transformation and truth being revealed truth being revealed triggers this transformation, right? We're going to start to see this on a global scale. So let's dive into your tarot here, because you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Two of Swords, you have the Hierophant, and then you have the Six of Cups. And I love the story this tells, because it starts with you in this place of confinement, of entrapment. The Eight of Swords is very much this energy of feeling trapped within our own mind and thoughts. Our thoughts are trapping us in a place we don't want to be in. When you look at the traditional, or even when you look at this, the traditional imagery of the Eight of Swords, and even in this one, you see someone who's tied up, but look how loosely she's tied up. She can easily pull herself out of that, remove her blindfold, and step out of this cage because it's open here, right? Yes, she's surrounded by these quills, in this case, or swords, but she can easily step out of it, but she doesn't see that. All she sees is the entrapment, right? So it's really a prison that the mind makes for itself. And that trap, that imprisonment, that cage is inauthenticity, right? It is not living your truth. So when truth is revealed, and when certain parts of you die, when you let them go, then you can free yourself from this imaginary trap, right? Your cards talked about decision making and making decisions with love, with truth in mind. And here we have the card of choices, of making decisions. Again, we see someone who is blindfolded and is holding these quills. Traditionally they are swords, in a crossed position, indicating not knowing which choice to make or which direction to go in. Your truth, your revealing of the truth and your enlightenment is going to allow you again to to remove, what did I just say? To remove the blindfold, to follow your intuition and know which path to take. And here you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about higher learning, higher spiritual development. Sometimes it's about tradition. In this case, it's really about, and sometimes it's about having a guide. In this case, it really is you stepping into the role of responsible teacher and guider of your own life. Okay, the Hierophant holds the keys to knowledge, and you hold that key. That key is truth. Okay? And truth unlocks authenticity, it unlocks clarity, determination, certainty, right? To move forward in the correct direction. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is about following, in this case, following your joy, following your passion, following your inner child and healing that inner child. So it really comes down to stepping out of the illusion of entrapment, stepping out of the illusion of not knowing what decision to make, what direction to go in, stepping into full autonomy and authority over your life with the key of truth, with letting go of what needs to be let go of, stepping into the truth of who you are. You are creator. You are the authority. You decide your reality. And how do you do that? By following your desires, by following your joy, your bliss, by healing and listening to that inner child. Beautiful the way the cards are laid out today. I'm loving all of the spirit. Thank you so much. I'm loving all of the synchronicities. So let's get into some of the details of your month ahead. Beautiful big picture. I hope that resonated with you and that you really internalized that. And I hope that you're taking notes again, because this is a big month for us. Like, July astrologically was a huge month for us, and it was the beginning of truths being revealed. And over the coming weeks, we're going to see a lot of more truths revealed in the news, and in our personal lives, which leads into August being the month of change. I said this in pile number 1, but it's like August is the shift point, right? It's the portal, so to speak. It's like there's going to be a before and there's going to be an after. And this is going to be the time that we remember being the time that everything changed, everything shifted for us, even though the shift has already started, technically. But we're starting to see the physical manifest aspects of that shift this month, if that makes sense. Okay, getting into the details, we have financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So there may be a return on investment this month, and not necessarily a literal investment, it doesn't have to be, but a return on investment, something that you put into yourself, you invested in yourself in some way. This could be with a personal business, this could be with a job. Maybe you but maybe you took a course to improve a certain skill that is now going to pay off because now you have this skill, you can be promoted to this position, which is going to increase your finances, financial gain, okay? Or maybe you simply invested in yourself personally. Maybe you decided to talk to someone, see a therapist, and now your development of self is giving you the self-worth and determination and certainty within yourself to now go after the thing that you want, whether that is a higher paying job, whether that is starting your own business, okay? Whether that is the confidence to make smart moves and decisions with your money, okay? You're gonna see a return on investment in the month of August. We talked about the solid foundation. This is the time where, again, things with the death card, things are ending and things are dropping away so that we can now build more solid foundations. So you're going to see that start to happen in the month of August. You're going to see where you can build a better foundation when it comes to finances, when it comes to love, excuse me, when it comes to just your personal life, maybe your home, okay? Okay, so we do have this vulture card, which I want to talk about. It does say depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. I'm once again hearing that saying the call is coming from inside the house. It's like you may have this moment of depression. I think I talked about this in pile 1, not this pile, but like having a dark night of the soul. It's like you're gonna see this worry that someone is against you, that it was very well, could very well be, and probably is for most of you, your own mind, your own subconscious. So you're gonna start to pick up on certain blockages, on certain false beliefs that you've carried, that have been working against you. So don't think that you need to go out and protect yourself from some kind of negative energy. This is, again, false beliefs and positions that you've put yourself in based on subconscious beliefs that are now being released. you're going to watch them literally, not literally, but you're going to watch them walk away. You're going to watch them leave your life, the false belief systems, all of the things that have been working against you in your own mind. And then you have protection from a powerful friend. And when this first popped out, Archangel Michael immediately came to mind. You might have some archangel energy that is working with you, that is part of your spirit team. They are there to protect you and guide you. Okay, that's what I'm getting with that. And then we did talk about misunderstanding and being on the road to success, because again, I can't pick these up, because again, with the call coming from inside of the house, the negativity, the false belief systems that you've held on to that have been working against you, those misunderstandings are coming to light. Truth is coming to light. And so once you see all of those things and you start to let go of them, you start to release them, then you continue on the road to success, to fulfillment, to happiness, to joy, okay, to wealth, to financial gain. All of these things. Your pile it's gotten really dark outside. Like we're getting a storm rolling in. I hope it's still bright enough for the video. But yeah, it just got really dark. I just looked up and I was like, wow. It got dark outside. So yeah, pile number 2, see this being a very big month for you, because it's a big month for all of us, honestly, but the way it's really affecting you is those truths coming to light and coming to an end. Okay? Because we build a lot of stories in our mind at a very young age, and we don't realize that we do this, but it's something that our subconscious mind does to protect us if we don't have the support we need, if the people who are supposed to be loving us, caring for us, supporting us, feeding us, right, our parents, are incapable of doing those things. As a child, our mind can't accept that the person that is there to protect us cannot protect us. And so we internalize it and blame ourselves. So we carry these traumas and these false beliefs until we reach a point where it's time to let them go now. And for you, this is the month where it's time to let them go now. Okay, but you have help. You have archangel energy. It very well might be Archangel Michael as a protector, as a guide. Okay. So let's see if Spirit wants to tell us anything else about the month ahead for pile number 2. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Devil, and we've got the Three of Swords. So again, it's releasing anything that has been negatively controlling your narrative, controlling how you view yourself, controlling your path forward. These false beliefs and these traumas that we carry are controlling us. So we bid farewell, and Spirit is having me say it this way, but we bid farewell to the devil with revealing the deception and revealing the truth. Starting you down a new path of self-worth, of fulfillment, a new adventure. I'm seeing Belle from Beauty and the Beast in my mind's eye, where she's singing and she's saying, I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. There's this sense of adventure coming up for you. And with the Three of Quills, it's time to heal from all of the harm that has been done to you. With the holding on of these pieces of yourself, of these traumas that again are no longer a part of your story. And that's why your overall energy for the month is that death, is that rebirth, right? Again, it's like there's this before and after, and the after is getting through this month of August with this new sense of direction and adventure. With passion, with hope, with love as a forefront in all of your decision making, all of your choices. Yeah. Very beautiful energy this month for you, pile number 2. I'm just asking Spirit if there's anything else for pile number 2 for the month ahead. Anything else? Ace of Cups. A new start, a fresh start, a new direction based and built on the foundations of love. Again, love. Love for yourself. Love for your inner child. Love for your journey. Past, present, and future. Okay, pile number 2, that is your reading. That is your month ahead. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings. If you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer those. The link is down below in the description box if you want to check that out. But I will see you very soon in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the B Tarot, and your random card was the Devil. So we're going to set aside your chosen tarot deck for a second. And if you saw the intro, I did encourage you to grab pen and paper or the notes app on your phone. We're gonna get your overall energy for the month ahead with this deck. And we're gonna read from the guidebook because this guidebook is so beneficial, as well as get you some energy to work with, some elements to work with this energy, okay, to move through the month. Before I sat down to do your reading, I was hearing sunshine, moonlight, good times, boogie. So that Michael Jackson song, Blame It on the Boogie, but specifically that part of the song. So maybe we have some fun times, some good times ahead for you this month, pile number 3. All right. Let's get overall energy for pile number 3 for the month ahead. Thank you so much, Spirit. Overall energy for pile number 3. We've got the Ace of Cups. Hey, baby. Did you hear my cat meowing in the background? Let's keep that here so we can read from the guidebook. Find the Ace of Cups. Okay, Ace of Cups. You find yourself in a state of bliss, invigorating energy swirling all around you. Whatever is swimming your way right now, open up to its juicy, overflowing possibility. When we acknowledge reality, We can sink our teeth into it and let it drip down our chins, staining every thread in the fabric of our lives. Indulge, dear reader. I love this for you, pile number 3, and that is really the energy of the song that I was channeling. So I would recommend, so this also recommends you a song for the month, but I'm personally going to recommend you Blame It on the Boogie. Okay, listen to that song. I just keep hearing on repeat in my mind, sunshine, moonlight, good times, boogie. All right, so your crystal of the month is rose quartz, which represents unconditional love, tenderness, and beginnings. And this is definitely a beginning for you, and such a fun one. Your energy is just exploding right now with positivity. The song that they have recommended is I Love Every Little Thing About You by Sarita. I'll give you a close-up of that song. I'm not familiar with that song, but definitely check it out. And then for scents, we have vanilla, candles, and candy hearts. There's definitely some love energy there as well, but yeah, see if you can surround yourself with those scents as well. Vanilla, get yourself a vanilla candle, vanilla incense, vanilla perfume, cologne, lotion would be beneficial for you. So let's put that up here, and then we're going to dive into your separate aspects of the month, starting with love and relationships. Pile number 3, love and relationships. Spirit, thank you. We've got the card Love, which pile number 2 also had that card. Okay, we're gonna get a card for your personal and spiritual growth and development in the month of August. Spirit, pile number 3, personal growth and spiritual development in the month ahead. Ooh, that fell on the floor. Let me grab it. We've got Hummingbird Fairy with optimism. I love this. Hover at joy's cup and sip life's sweet nectar. We're going to dive deeper into that when we get to your personal and spiritual growth. And then we're going to get an oracle for your Bella. Calm down. My dog. She's a Chihuahua, so she's very barky, and we're currently having a thunderstorm roll through. So anytime she hears the thunder, she barks. Okay, so this is for your love, career, or not love, so sorry, for your work, career, money, finances in the month ahead. Pile number 3, please, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, the Miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right, let's get you some tea leaves for some details of your month ahead. Pile number 3. Okay. I should have said what I was thinking when I saw the miserly card, because what came to mind immediately was you don't want to spend money on a vacation, you need to take a break. And then the hammock card came out, which says taking a vacation physically or mentally. That's funny. All right. Pile number 3, details of the month ahead, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. All right, can we get like one more maybe? Oh, thank you. Oh, okay, we got a month card. Let's get one more. Thank you. Oh, this did flip over. Okay, so I'm going to take that as well. All right, we've got Horseshoe Luck at the bottom of the deck. But let's start with Hammock. Well, I showed you this one, taking a vacation, physically or mentally. We have the month of September. So maybe there's something to look forward to in the month of September. Okay. We've got Bird Perched, waiting for news, package, letter. Okay, so it looks like you're waiting for something. We've got Fair Man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. We've got Bell with announcement, waiting for news, and then we have announcement. Okay, so it looks like whatever news, information, package, letter, whatever you're waiting on will be coming to you this month with announcement. And vacation. Guys, take a break. Take a break. You have vacation twice here. Yeah, there's definitely something here about you needing to take vacation, take a break, use that PTO time, whatever it is, a staycation if finances are tight. Yeah, okay. Let's get into your tarot with the B Tarot. I'm being told to shuffle it the other way, so give me a second. One more time. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get more details for the month ahead for pile number 3? Pile number 3. Month ahead. Of course, they all fall on the floor. Here is the Queen of Swords. Let me grab the one that fell. We've got Temperance. Okay. Some balance. Can you hear the thunder? Pile number 3, month ahead. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Hermit. We've got Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Work, work, work. She'll never get her dress done. I don't know why that just came to mind. Cinderella. Okay. Cinderella story? Maybe we have a little bit of a Cinderella story here. Okay. Interesting. Overall energy for the month ahead with the Ace of Cups. Do make sure to write down those details, how to work with this energy, but with the just electric nature of your month ahead, it's very, oh, the rain just started. It's very energetic, it's very optimistic, it's very happy, joyful, which I think is why like vacation is coming up. It's really encouraging you, if you don't have any plans this month for vacation, to take a break, take a vacation. You need the R&R is what I'm hearing. Rest and relaxation. I see you working hard at something, whether this is just your job, your career, your business, achieving a goal, even working at it and working at it. And before we like step into the 10 of Wands energy, which is like being overwhelmed, which is overworking, which is carrying too much and feeling burnt out because of it, now is the time, Spirit is saying, to take a break, to avoid that energy. Okay, let's see. For love and relationships, you have the card that simply says love, and this is really about radiating love outwardly in your relationships specifically, but our most important relationship is what, everyone? Is the relationship with ourselves, okay? So that, first and foremost, your relationship with yourself, the way you speak to yourself, the way you take care of yourself, making yourself a priority with love is going to be very important for not only you, but your relationships this month. And as I said, pile number 2 got love as well, but I didn't feel the need to read from the guidebook. But in your case, I want to just take a peek at the guidebook and see what it has to say about this card. It says, love, close your eyes and feel the pure, raw energy of this creative life force. Guys, this is what it is for you, pile number 3. This love, like it says, the pure, raw energy of creative life force is love, right? All is created out of love. And that is the energy that you're embodying and stepping into this month. Like even with the song that I was channeling, and I keep hearing it in my mind, it's such a positive, there's something about, whether you love him or hate him, Michael Jackson and his music and the frequency within his music, the healing frequency, it creates this energy of optimism. It creates this energy of love. Love is something that Michael Jackson lived in his lifetime. He became love. He was motivated by love for people, for life, for music, right? And that energy and that embodiment is what is being offered to you this month, is what is being called to you this month. Is there any other word in our language that has so many meanings, been so overused and misused? We long for it and agonize over its absence, but what does love really mean? To some people, love is about fidelity and loyalty. To some, it's about getting married. To some, it's about sharing, and to others, it's about obligation and what you owe to the people who love you. We use the word and conjure up the idea frequently, yet we see shallow expressions of love everywhere around us in media and entertainment. You have drawn this card today because your angels and guides would like you to think about what love really is for you. It is very important for you to make time to contemplate love and how you can create more of it in your life. That is what this month is about for you. Close your eyes and get into the feeling of love. Listen to this music, right? The pure, raw energy of this creative force. This may seem a little abstract at first, but as you allow yourself to feel its presence and merge with its vibration, you will begin to realize something amazing. Love is not confined to human relationships or interactions between living beings. It is the fundamental force that animates and guides the entire universe. Love is in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and this earth we walk upon. Love is quite literally all around and within you. If you would like to attract a loving relationship or improve your existing partnership, you can make a beautiful beginning by going to the source of love first. You need never be short of love. Tapping into the endless flow of love that infuses every atom within and around you will provide nourishment for your soul and inspiration for your life. When you make time to contemplate love, feel the kind of love you desire, and connect with universal love, you will be guided every step of the way by the greatest force ever created. I'm so glad that I read that to you, because this is the energy. If you can captivate that, if you can feel that pure energy, this is how you manifest. Okay, this is how you create. This is how you call in your desires, through love. Not only that, but really being in the vibration and the frequency of love, tapping into the universal source of love. I mentioned this in both piles 1 and 2, but collectively as humanity. Okay, this particular time in our history, in the current energy of the world, is very much about transformational shift and rebalancing. And every pile had a different way of exuding that this month. And for you, it's embodying love. And I feel like I mentioned this in every pile so far, that love, just like we read, is the universal force. It is the answer to every question. And you're really tapping into that energy today. And you're doing it through embodiment of joy and vibration. Through music especially, because this pile I'm picking up a lot of music and the vibration of music. And definitely check out your channeled song from the book and the one that I gave you at the beginning. Let them wash over you and through you and find that joy. It's so funny because even before I started recording your pile, I was like up dancing. I was just up dancing. So yeah, dance, movement, and music is gonna be significant for you. All right, let's tap into your spiritual and personal growth for the month of August. You had Hummingbird Fairy with Optimism. Let's read it. Hover at joy's cup and sip life's sweet nectar. Hummingbird Fairy flits into your world, bringing rays of inspiration and bright perspectives. Her wings shimmer with hope, reminding you that optimism isn't blind, it's bold. It's the courageous art of seeking light, even in shadow, believing in possibility where others see doubt. Let gratitude be your gentle hum, a rhythmic presence attuned to life's hidden sweetness. Do you see how even in this card where we have references to hum, to frequency, rhythm? I love it. Let enthusiasm guide you, a clear compass that lifts you with every shift. When challenges arise, greet them with the weight of feathers caught in a breeze, lightly, fluidly, and without resistance. Embody hummingbird's optimism, float through dreams, trail fairy faith like golden pollen, and unveil life's fragrant bloom. Your mindset shapes your path, or your flight path. Lighter, brighter, and full of honeyed promise. Sip from the now, drink in joy, and let each moment spark curiosity. And then there's an affirmation for you at the bottom. It says, if it'll focus, hello? There we go. My wings flutter with promise. Write that down. Write that down. Okay, so that is an affirmation for you for the month. I love this energy that you're in. I love it so much. You are giving me the energy of a light worker, okay? You are someone who is here to increase the vibration of the collective, okay? You have a gift. And your gift is your unerring optimism. Don't let anyone tell you that it's toxic positivity. Don't let anyone tell you that you are too positive, okay? Or that you are too much or too anything, because you're not. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, diving into this energy, this overflow of love and rhythm and soul, of sunlight, sunshine, moonlight, good times, right? Okay, your work and career, money, finance, you got the miser, stubbornness, and inflexibility. So we're going to talk about this. Why are you being inflexible when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your job? There's this stubbornness that's not born out of evidence. It's a stubbornness born out of comfortability and not wanting to leave your safety net, okay? Or your safety zone, or step out of your comfort zone. So they're really, as you're exuding this love this month, being in this frequency, you're going to naturally start to let go of that tightness when it comes to your money and finances. because there's definitely tightness and restriction here, and it is born from the stubbornness of being, it's fear. It's fear, plain and simple. It's being afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. So this can manifest as fear of changing careers when you know that this career is no longer where you want to be. It can be fear of spending money because you're in a lack mindset and you don't know when you're going to get more money, so you're afraid to spend what you have. It can manifest in many different ways, but it's something that needs to be released this month, okay? Pile number 3, in order for you to successfully continue in this flow of love and good energy, okay? So it's time to stop living from a place of lack, so far as lacking the optimism for your finances, and it's time to live in the optimism of taking calculated risks. Okay, I'm not telling you to go out there and spend all of your money on one investment that someone said is going to be beneficial. I'm not telling you to quit your job today because, like, oh, this is not right for me anymore, so let me walk away right now. This is about taking a balanced approach and letting go of the fear, okay? And yes, taking risks, but taking calculated ones. So it may feel like a risk to you to start looking for other options, other jobs, other sources of income. But start looking with optimism, with love, okay? So you can slowly let go of that stubbornness. Okay, let's get into some of the details of your month ahead. The most obvious one being this, hey, you need to take a break. Okay, we've got hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally, and then we've got the kite with vacation. Really, it's about taking a break. Now, if you don't feel that you have the finances to take a vacation, what about a staycation? What about staying at home, doing some things that you haven't been able to? Hobby hopping. That just popped into my mind. Maybe there's hobbies that you've wanted to try or that you haven't had time for lately. Use the PTO, even if you can't necessarily afford to go anywhere or travel anywhere at this time. Take a staycation, take the time anyway, and focus on some hobbies that you haven't had the time or the energy to pursue. Discover new hobbies, discover new places in your city, become like a tourist in your hometown, right? These are all things that you can do, but Spirit is really encouraging you here with this double message to take a break. Because again, I see you as someone who works very hard here with the Eight of Pentacles. And the thing about the Eight of Pentacles, the usual imagery of the Eight of Pentacles, or traditional imagery, I should say, is that you see someone working hard and developing their skills, yes, but they are away from home. They're away from their family and the ones they love. They're dedicating all this time and focus to work while neglecting the things that really matter the most, right? The love of friends, of family, of gathering together, of having time for yourself, right? So keep that in mind this month, okay? All right. Very interesting is this September card. It's making me think that the actions you take this month are going to have effects in the month of September, which makes sense, right? That's how things work. But I want to get more information on that, so I'm going to set it to the side for now. But let's take a look at these. Waiting for news package letter. So Whether this is like you're waiting to hear back from a job opportunity, you're waiting to hear back or receive a return for a particular investment, you're waiting to hear back from a friend, from a loved one. With the bell announcement card, there's definitely the energy of receiving that news this month. So if this is something you've been waiting for a while, that is coming in for you this month. So whatever this is, you're going to be receiving this announcement. I've throughout this entire reading for all of the piles, I keep picking up on global energy. And I don't like to mention that on YouTube because, anyway. But I'm also seeing like news, okay? I'm seeing like something happening in the news that's capturing all of our attentions. And it may be something that we have collectively been waiting for. So there's that too. But on a personal scale, I see this as something that you personally have been waiting on, getting news of it this month for you. And then we have fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And I want to find out more about this too. So let's start with September, Spirit. Can you tell us what is happening in September? Why is this here? What is the significance of September for pile number 3? Six of Pentacles, receiving something. Six of Pentacles is the card of giving and receiving. It is also the card of equal reciprocity. Okay, so going back to this energy of having been waiting for something to come in, getting an announcement or getting news of it in the month of August, and then it actually coming in September. Does that make sense? It feels like you are receiving something that you've been waiting for quite some time. This could be a manifestation for some of you. Some of you have been trying to manifest something into your reality, and you're going to get confirmation of it this month. Like, hey, it's coming, right? And then September, you're actually going to see it manifest into the physical. Okay, so that's what that is. Let's get some information on fair man, please, Spirit. Who is this fair man coming in the month of August for pile number 3? We've got the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm getting, and the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting a couple different messages, and there's different people watching, so it's going to be different for different people. Firstly, I got spirit guide or mentors. This doesn't have to be someone in spirit. With all of these cards being pentacles, my first thought of spirit guide, this person might be led to you by a spirit guide, but this is a physical, actual person coming in as a mentor for some of you, helping, like for some of you, if you're like starting a business or attempting to do something new, break into a new field, a new shifting a career, things like that. This is someone who you're looking to for guidance because they're in that position already. And so you're receiving guidance from this person. For some of you, this is a child, okay? So for some of you, August is going to be a month of either conception or birth for some of you. With the King of Pentacles, this can be a love interest for some of you, okay? And then with the Seven of Pentacles, again, this is someone connected to, connected to the past. connected to something that you did in the past. This could even be like last September, is coming back around. And they're coming back. If this is a previous like partner, previous relationship that ended, a counterpart, something like that, that you've been out of touch with, there's reconciliation here, and they have grown. So they're coming back with a different sort of energy because there has been personal growth here with them, spiritual growth. They have matured, they have grown, they've learned. Okay, so this is possible reconciliation for some of you. For some of you, this is a brand new person coming in. Someone who is very established financially and who is going to help you establish yourself financially, which goes into the other part that for some of you, this is simply a mentor. Oh, and for some of you, this is a mentor turned to lover. Okay, someone that you could be seeking out for like business advice, something like that, that ends up becoming a friend or partner. Okay. And then again, like I said, for some of you, this is an actual child. So congratulations if that's you. Like I said, either conception, which it feels more like conception. So if like you have been on a fertility journey, okay, and you've been trying to get pregnant, getting news of that this month. So actually the conception of a child this month, getting a positive pregnancy test this month. And then, you're right, they're not here yet, but they're growing and developing. So yeah, interesting. Okay. That's what I'm getting, guys, when it comes to this fair man. If it is the conception of a child, it's a boy. So that's good news for some of you, hopefully. All right, let's look into more of your tarot here and see if there's any more details we can decipher. I see with the Queen of Swords, you making a conscious decision to cultivate this optimism and this love. This isn't just coming out of nowhere, guys. Like, yes, the stars have aligned, so to speak, to allow this energy to come in. This is in divine timing, as always, but this is from you deciding to capture this optimism. Okay. I see things balancing out in your life this month, and I also see this alchemy of you turning negativity into positivity. Yeah. I'm hearing that, what is it, that Pitbull song? Where it's like, at the beginning of the song, he says, I turn negativity into positivity. I turn negative into positive. I just want y'all to know. Is that what he's saying? That's what I'm getting. And then the chorus is, tonight, I wanna love you tonight. I don't know all the words, but that's the song that's coming through. Guys, make a playlist. Make a playlist of all the songs I mentioned in this video. But yeah, there's that energy of alchemizing negativity into positivity. How can you find the positive in this situation, even if negative things come up, even if challenges come up? If you're faced with challenges, you can find a way to turn it into positivity. So that's something that you're doing this month, or you're being encouraged to do this month, as well as spending time with yourself. I heard reflecting on your journey thus far and where you want to head in the future. But you're doing it all with, again, this optimism and this positivity, okay? this encouraging, I'm surprised we don't have the Fool here. It's because it's very much that energy. It's with the energy of not only positivity, but belief in taking certain risks, stepping out into the unknown with optimism. Okay. Anything else for pile number 3, Spirit? Anything else? This, I was just shuffling the cards. The 10 of Cups showed up, which is ultimate fulfillment, right? Happily ever after. I'm very much seeing this being such a positive month for you, and it's because of you. It's because of you making the decision to alchemize negativity into positivity and to have an attitude of gratitude and love in everything that you do. Pile number 3, I'm sending you so much love. I hope that this resonated for you. If it did, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That helps me out quite a bit. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of your future readings. If you would like a personal reading from me, those are available, and you can get one with the link in the description down below. But pile number 3, I'm sending you so much love. I will catch you in your next reading very soon. Bye.